fam, it's Alesia Michelle. I am so excited because today is really special. I am here in my hometown of Washington, D.C., and there's, not a lot of times that I can truly recall that I've had the ability to interview a Eurovision artist here. That, you know what that means? That means that all my hard work, it's paying off. We're making Eurovision truly go global. I mean, it was already global. But I'm gonna take some credit here. I'm so excited because I'm gonna be interviewing Maro, yes, Portugal's Eurovision 2022 representative. Oh my goodness, I'm kind of nervous. I guess I've talked to her before. I shouldn't be nervous. It's gonna be a great conversation.
I got a new video. Alesia Michelle.
Hey girl.
I'm ready to go.
How you feeling?
Eurovision fam. Are you ready for the show?
If you've never been to my channel before, welcome. If you love the Eurovision Song Contest, what are you waiting for? This is your moment. You gotta subscribe right now. Okay, let's go inside. I think they're gonna be done rehearsing soon. This is really exciting.
Portugal has good music.
Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I've never ever talked to a Eurovision artist here. This is my hometown. I'm from DC, so this is kind of a big deal for me. How does it feel being on this North American tour?
Amazing, actually. It's been a while since I haven't really played in the States, and now it's 10 dates and kind of one after the other, so it just feels great.
I know we're getting all of the kind of being on a tour vibes in this venue. How has it been? What do you feel like is the big difference between touring in Europe and then touring in the States?
I think maybe here's just more driving. The wherever you stop, the stop pits, I don't know how to call it, where you get food and go to the bathroom are a bit different. But in the end of the day, I feel like it's all about the crowd's energy, and we only played one show so far, and the crowd was insane, and that was in New York. So I don't know. I feel like I also kind of have that experience in Europe, and I hopefully will. I don't know. I think there's not a big disparity, but I think maybe the road situation is different. I love it.
I have to say so. I mean, obviously, I saw you in Turin for the Eurovision Song Contest, and I have a question that I ask everyone, and I didn't get an opportunity to ask you, and it's really notable because I had several of the artists actually use your song as the answer. If you could have stolen someone's song from Eurovision 2022, which song would you sort of put the Maro spin on?
I think one that I can. There's a lot of songs that I actually like. I don't have one song, but there was one that for some reason I connected from the first time I heard it, and I think I could kind of have a Maro version of it, which is Greece's song. But honestly, I love them all, from the more extravagant to even the the Icelandic song. I think it was such a vibe, and I don't know. I was just kind of taking it in from each song, but maybe the Amanda's song to start, I guess.
Okay, that's big because literally Amanda's producer said oh my goodness, I'm so geeked to meet Maro. I'm telling you, he was really geeked. He was oh my gosh, really love her music and everything, and so many artists were interested in your music. How would you describe your sound? Because I think it's a nice mix. It's chilled out, and what are your influences?
I think influences more just world music in general. I grew up listening to a lot of African stuff because my dad is from Mozambique, and then to Indian, to Balkan choirs, to all the folk Johnny Mitchell, Nick Drake, or the Beatles, or all the Brazilian classics. So it's been kind of there's not really a genre, and I think that's kind of what made me find my sound, I guess, which is a mix of everything. How to describe it exactly, I don't know. I guess it's just a mix of a lot of different things.
Well, I'm definitely liking the music, and I would also say I think another thing that you as a Eurovision artist have that for some of the Eurovision artists, like you have albums. I mean, how do you stay like disciplined enough to put together an album? I mean, you're giving us like sonic sounds, like yeah.
I think maybe just because that's my favorite part, actually, more than performing and like any even stardom that might come from it. I think my favorite thing to do is to be in a studio and be able to record the music that I wrote and that I relate with.
That's wonderful. Okay, so you have the show. What's like your big? Do you have any like superstitions before you get on stage or anything like that?
Actually, no, and I'm thinking maybe I should have. I don't. I'm weirdly. Not that I'm super relaxed, but I'm weirdly kind of like, I don't have now I need to focus, or I can't be talked to, or I'm kind of like just waiting for, okay, it's time, let's go, and I don't know, maybe I'll have one day, I don't know.
Okay, so Festival da Canção is going to be coming up. We're going to be gearing up for another Eurovision season. Obviously, I mean, you're going to probably perform and come back. What do you think Portugal should send to Eurovision? What kind of sound do you feel like Portugal needs to send?
I think there's so many different artists in Portugal, and I think the cool thing is that each one has their own sound, and we don't really have and I think the whole organization thinks like that too, which is there's no rule. I took Saudade, which was probably not a sound that was I guess great for Eurovision, and it still worked out. And I think at the end of the day, if somebody appears with something that makes sense and that is good, we're all gonna be, as a country, we're all gonna be proud of it and kind of pushing forward to hear it.
Well, I mean, clearly the song was right for Eurovision because, I mean, you came in the top 10. And I will say I was personally extremely nervous because I always get like this, I would say this nervous stage mom thing with the songs I really like, where I'm just like, I want it to be like perfect on the stage because I just really don't want them to, knock me down. I've been knocked down before where the song that I love doesn't make it through. But I mean, you came top 10. I mean, that's huge.
Yeah.
Do you think Portugal could win Eurovision sometime soon? Again, really?
Yeah, I mean, it really depends on the songs. If suddenly we have a year where the songs aren't great, maybe I might not have much faith in it. But I don't. Everything that is in the future, I'm kind of like, we'll see. I don't think I can super predict, but I'm sure. I mean, Portugal has good music.
Well, thank you so much for talking with me.
I'm sure it's gonna be just one of those nights that I'll remember forever. So again, thank you for being here.